4 motorhomes that we have owned and lived in full time. And I'm not showing them to say, oh wow, look at us, we're so lucky we've got motorhomes. But I've done it to show you the different types of motorhome that you can live in full time. The thing about RV travel, they're great, they're lovely motorhomes, they provide a home on wheels, a proper home. However, they are big, and we towed behind us a Fiat Punto, and that photograph there was taken on a very frosty morning in Cambridgeshire before we set off. We've been to Turkey, Belarus, Russia, the Baltic states. So, for that very first trip, what do you think we did in terms of planning? To be honest, we didn't. We just set off. We were so busy, we jumped in the motorhome, we got the ferry, and it wasn't until we were driving away from the port in Calais that we looked at each other and said, where shall we go? What I now say to people is don't do what we did. It could have gone so badly wrong. Just jumping in a brand new motorhome. We hadn't even tested if anything worked. We had the boxes all still in the back. We hadn't unpacked anything. And in fact, when we were on that first campsite, we did meet a guy who had a brand new motorhome and none of his water system was working. So what really you need to do is test everything before you go. When you're in the planning phase of a trip, write yourself a pros and cons list. There are big issues to think about, and although a pros and cons list is incredibly boring when you're planning really a dream trip, an empty nest back home, you've got issues with security, you still have to pay your bills like council tax and water rates. It's advisable to leave the central heating on, especially over the winter. An empty house runs the risk of becoming damp, and your garden will very quickly look unkempt. There are agencies which will handle all your mail, even phone calls for you while you're away. We've never done that, but I understand they are good, but they can work out expensive. If you're going overseas on your long trip, you need to remember to inform your credit card company of countries you're going to en route. If you have a brand new motorhome on order, don't book overseas travel until you've taken delivery. A motorhome due date, a brand new one, is like a real live baby. The due date and the delivery date aren't necessarily the same thing. And again, we were so lucky with our motorhome. We'd booked our ferry and everything, and it could have not even turned up on time.